Good morning. Welcome back to another edition of Gary's Movie Emporium. I think this is either volume 8 or 9. I think it's 8 though. Like I said, welcome back to the channel. I've got a mix of mostly DVD and some Blu-ray. I just like to report something I found out last night. It's kind of scary in a sense. We had an ambulance come through in a fire department. It was on our corner. I thought our house was on fire or something that I didn't know about. And they showed up. They were on our corner, and I look out, and there's two trucks, and they're going to my neighbor's house. I waited for the guys to leave, and I went over to find out what was going on, and it turns out the husband must have been able to not breathe because they were giving him oxygen. And the wife come to the door, but she stood back a distance from me, and she goes, "Gary, you should go home. We both got COVID-19." She goes, "We went to our son's house, and they live in the western part of New York. And I guess when they went down there to visit him, they got COVID, and now they both got it. And they're, I think the husband's like almost 70. The wife's probably that old. I just really feel bad for them because she looked kind of scared at the same time, and she has MS as well. I just hope that they can pull through, and anybody that's real, into religion out there that watches my channel, maybe you don't. I don't know. Even if you don't, could you please pray for them that they, pull through, because they don't need this at all. Like I said, the wife has underlying problems. I think the husband does have some health problems, but I just hope that they both pull through. And it was kind of scary seeing COVID face to face like that, because I did stand the 6 feet apart, but I did touch the Ring doorbell they have. Hopefully, I did come home and I used sanitizer just to be safe, because I do have family, and I'm more or less worried about my son than anything, because he isn't even 2 years old yet. But just like to throw that little memorandum out there about, just be safe out there. Try not to hang in big groups. It's just proof that COVID is very real, and anyone can get it. Because if they tested positive for it, they have to stay over there for 2 weeks, and they like to go. Because I hear, them in their car. I just hope they don't make the, bad decision and go to the store or not tell people they got COVID, because I think that would be very irresponsible, not just to them, but anybody that would do that. So be safe, because you never know if that person in the store next to you might have COVID. That's enough on that. I don't want to bring this video down, but I just thought I'd throw that message in there. Starting off the deck here, and let's keep this positive. It's not a negative rant or anything. It's the way the country is right now. First up here is movie star Addison Ray, Spy Cat. This One Secret Mission, One Possum Adventure. Really like this. Marnie, a pampered house cat, trades a life of luxury for a new adventurous private eye. With help from new friends and her favorite detective TV shows, Marnie sets out to solve a mystery and prove she's more than just a house cat. I think I showed this in the video maybe 2 or 3 videos ago. Must have went and got another one here. And this too, I got this at Big Lots. This is an extra. My wife had already got it at, or I had already gotten it at Hamilton Book, but it's still sealed, so, and it was only $1.88, so we grabbed it, but I don't know if she's taking that one back, but I'll post if she, it ends up being an extra. I'll let you know. And then next up, Born to Be Loved, Born to Be Free, an IMAX Born to Be Wild feature here. I think I remember when this came out, as a matter of fact. It says it's wide. This is a widescreen version. Problem is, it's only 41 minutes on this one. It also received the Heartland Truly Moving Picture Award. And it gets accolades from Neil Minow of Chicago Sun-Times. Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman narrates the documentary adventure Born to Be Wild, an inspired story of love, dedication, and the remarkable bond between humans and animals. And that's the IMAX Born to Be Wild. There's the back. I had to pick it up. I think my son Joseph will like that. And next up, I got one starring Abigail Breslin, Sean Bean, and James Purefoy. The Ultimate Endgame Wicked Blood. I think I had mentioned to somebody, I think I got this, but I couldn't remember if it was DVD or Blu-ray form. It turns out it's DVD, which is fine too, because it does come with this nifty little slip here that's stuck on the back there. I don't want to take up time in the video. This movie has bonus interviews with Abigail Breslin, Sean Bean, James Purefoy, and Alexa Vega. This is an E1 from Wicked Blood Productions from 2013. 94 minutes on this one. It does say it's from Industrial Entertainment too, if I didn't say that. A lot of inconjunctions in this particular title. Sean Bean is getting to be in a lot of movies since he left Lord of the Rings. Basically, it's about a girl named Hannah and her older sister Amber are trapped in a dark southern underworld of violence, drugs, and biker gangs. You can pretty much fill in the plot. Beyond that, it could be anything. Sounds pretty good, though. Love the cover art design here. Like I said, it comes with a slipcover, and it kind of has that weird slipcover feel, kind of like I don't know what you want to call it, like a book. Feels like an actual book cover. Really weird cover feel, but really cool cover at the same time. And then I got Mr. Frog. Your teacher becomes a pet. I think this one, somebody was saying might have been heavily dubbed. I'm not sure. Yeah, I want to say this was probably dubbed. And this says printed in China. Boy. Raised by an always working single mother, young Sita feels like nobody ever has time for her. She finds refuge at school with her teacher, the friendly Mr. Franz, till one day he suddenly turns into a frog with Mr. Franz's job now on the line. Sita and her best friend Wooder must work together and do everything that they can to help their teacher make things right. Oh, this is a kids Viva as well. A lot of kids Viva on this. I think that this company probably had the most titles in this particular stock phase. But there's that. And there's the front again in case you missed that. Pretty cool little cover. Kind of has that. I don't know if it's Honey I Shrunk the Kids so much, but it kind of has the cover, or kind of like Diary of a Wimpy Kid kind of look to it. And I got this a couple weeks back, so I thought I'd throw this in because this is a unique one here. It says, "Where were you? Do you believe in miracles?" The story of the 1980 U.S. hockey team. And it comes in a clip case or a snapper case here. I had to put a piece of tape down through here because it had a major dig right through here, but it looks better with that on it. See it there? How I did? There was like a dig right through there, and I put some Gorilla tape along the thing because I didn't want it to be all cut up, and I made it look a lot better. See it there? And then inside has chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's the disc itself. Even has the proof of purchase tags that you could rip off and redeem, as so you could get free movies and stuff through a company. And then it has this really neat American flag, two flags on it there. What's interesting about this HBO video DVD that I picked up is I'm from this near this area where Lake Placid, where we won the gold medal. What's interesting is I actually been in this venue. I've been there to see New Kids on the Block. I've seen WWE wrestling in that venue a couple of times. I've seen Huey Lewis and the News in that particular venue. It's a very historical building that I believe still stands today, and I believe I took in a hockey event with Washington Capitals and the Hartford Whalers when they were a team, and it's really nostalgic for me to talk about this movie because this happened basically across state from maybe a couple hours from where I live, and this was a very magical part of our country's time because it gave everybody a lot of patriotism. Something that we dearly need right now. This sounds really good. It says it's 60 minutes. It's only a bad part. I could watch this this miracle hockey team from 1980 for hours. But it's 60 minutes on this one, a 4:3 ratio. Special features include an animated menu, chapter selections, and a language selection. So you can watch it in Spanish as well, if that's your preferred, choice. It says Boston Globe says the emotion is infectious, and it really was. The whole idea of the United States going against all odds and winning it all. This was probably one of our biggest achievements in the Olympics and probably in Olympic history. I mean, we were not expected to go very far. We were probably middle of the pack at best, and we won it all. They were undersized. A lot of them, I think, at the time were all college kids that hadn't even played in the NHL, whereas you can do that now in the Olympics. But back then, they were college kids going against a Russian team that played together for 15, 20 years in some cases, and they overcome all odds and they defeated the Russians. I don't know if they beat them I can't remember if they beat them in the gold medal game or if they beat another team to go to the gold medal game and win. But I know we knocked these guys off, Russians, and I want to say they destroyed us in an exhibition going into the Olympics. We played them and they beat us like badly. It was like 12-1 or something like that. But I don't know, the team got it together and pulled gold for the United States. It's a very patriotic time for us that, like I said, we could use right now. But that's Do You Believe in Miracles? The story of the 1980 U.S. hockey team. And then next up, I got a classic one here called Madonna, starring Madonna, Griffin Dunn, but the movie's called Who's That Girl? A funny thing happened on the way to the bus station. This got panned quite a bit when it came out. I think it's because it was like her debut. And, she was at a time in her career where she was kind of quirky at times. Kind of felt like she was trying to go the Cyndi Lauper route a little bit with overdoing makeup and things. But I really like the soundtrack to this movie, though. The title song, Who's That Girl? 4 years unjustly jailed haven't dampened the spirits or determination of Nikki Finn. The spunky parolee sets out to clear her name and sets the Big Apple spinning in deliriously funny ways. So, this is basically her running loose in the Big Apple. And felt like there was a lot of chemistry between Madonna and Griffin Dunn in this. Saying it's sexy and funny, a very engaging a very engaging comedian. Includes a soundtrack remastered in Dolby Digital 5.1, theatrical trailers, language English and French, and subtitles. This movie was from 1987, and the MTV played the title song a lot when it was, when MTV was a thing. Like, where they always, artists always made new videos, and like they're 24/7 of music videos and nothing but when it was actually good. But there's the back. Pretty good pickup there. Plus it goes, it's a throwback, so it makes it all a bit more better. Filmed by Alistair Orr. Indigenous, Evil is Out There. Kind of has that The Descent look to it as well. I was looking up there because I had a poster of The Descent, and there was some reason I wanted to look over there, and I was like, oh yeah, I have a poster of what this reminds me of. It's rated R, 85 minutes. The only thing they have in this for a special feature is a photo gallery. And a group of friends travel to exotic Panama for a week of partying in a lush tropical paradise. What begins as a dream vacation quickly turns deadly when they realize they are being hunted by bloodthirsty, flesh-eating creatures. So this stuff very much is like The Descent, but the problem is I doubt it's on the same level. But it might be pretty fun too. I might watch this after I made a promise to I can't remember his name, but he just subscribed. KL or something. I can't remember his I don't know if that's his full username here on YouTube. He wanted me to watch Come Out and Play. I think I might have watched it years ago, but I don't really remember anything about it, so I'm going to rewatch it tonight. And I'm going to take a look at that and let him know what I thought of it. But there's that on the back, and that is a 85-minute movie from Momentum Pictures, and it's from 2014. Then next up, Straight Outta Oakland 2. I didn't even know they made a Straight Outta Oakland 2. I seen it, and I was like, well, I got the first one, so I might as well get the second one as well. I still think it's trying to be a rip-off of Straight Outta Compton, but maybe not. It's Entertainment 1 release here, 2017. How far would you go for the one you love? 75 minutes, really short. Often, kind of an indicator that it's got a really cheap budget, but a lot of times. But it's 75 minutes here. And I haven't watched the first one, so I couldn't tell you if the second one's good either, because I haven't watched that one. So many movies, so little time, guys, especially having a 2-year-old and family. 48 Hours to Find His Daughter, John Cusack, Jennifer Carpenter, The Factory. Jennifer Carpenter played Deborah in Dexter, in case you were wondering. She's a good actress, really pretty. Pretty good pairing there. It's kind of different. I never knew that they both played in the same movie, or a movie together here. It's considered a thriller from Dark Castle Entertainment. From 2013. It does say that it has a Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube when you visit this company's vvsfilms.ca. And it does have one of those scan to view trailer things on the back there. I don't know if you can still use that or not. From the producers of The Matrix and Sherlock Holmes. Detective Mike Fletcher, a rugged and obsessive police officer, and his partner Kelsey Walker are on the trail of a serial killer who prowls the streets targeting young streetwalkers. And then apparently John Cusack's daughter goes missing, so I don't know if Jennifer Carpenter here helps him get her, the daughter back, or I don't even really remember anything about this, but there's the back. And then next up, I don't know why I grabbed this. I think I already have the Superman series. I have a metal tin over there somewhere. I can't. I think it might be right over there though. Um, I grabbed this because I think this is the one I really like. Yeah, this is the one where they fight the trio of bad uh, General Zod in his cohorts here. Just looking at something here. I think somebody took a indented something in the back there. Superman 2. Really, who was saying that? Vic Stooge, I think he was saying that on Instagram. He said that these covers are really, really pitiful. He said they should have. It's a nice likeness, and you know, it is Christopher Reeve, but it just kind of feels like they're not really having any emotion. And you know, I just think it's Superman, and he's supposed to be the Man of Steel. Why not give him some a little bit more lively poses, or something a little bit less kind of ordinary here. Really bad cover. Right, the fonts here are really badly done. See, it's like really plain. See, I don't know. I don't like straight numbers. I like putting actual numbers on sequels. I don't know. That's just me. This like Roman numeral stuff is very 80s like. It's PG. 2006. Well, no, this came out on video in 2016. It's actually a 1980 film. It says 127 minutes, so barely or just a hair over 2 hours. Here's the back. This one is my favorite of all the Superman films. The older ones. Part 2 is my favorite because they fight Zod, and that fight. Like it kind of makes Superman vulnerable in it at some point because he gives up his power to be with Lois and be, more humanistic or whatever, losing his powers and being able to be normal. And then next up, Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, Academy Award nominated Golden Gems. 13 shorts restored from the original masters here. Let's see. 91 minutes on this one. It has quite a few episodes here on it as well. Try to see what year this came from. So this is not rated. I'm not seeing a year on this one. Warner Brothers Home Entertainment Academy Award nominated Golden Gems is intended for the adult collector. It may not be suitable for children. So I don't know why it's Tom and Jerry. It is a little violent, but I turned out all right. I grew up on Tom and Jerry. I grew up on the Looney Tunes, and kind of foolish thing to say, considering they're classic cartoon characters. And then finally on DVD here, I got Hazing, Blazing, Amazing, Total Frat Movie. What a rush. Kind of has that American Pie feel to it here, mixed with like a National Lampoon's throwback, like teen romp kind of thing here going on. It's from 2014. It's from Gravitas Ventures. 5.1 widescreen presentation. It's a raunchy college comedy based on the hugely popular college lifestyle website TotalFratMove.com. Total Frat Move begins with a stoked Charlie Martin as he is initiated as the newest member of Alpha Chi Gamma. And then I guess a rival frat, kind of like, I don't know if they go to war with a rival frat. You can pretty much fill in the blanks after that because all of these teen romps on college pretty much feel the same. The only difference is maybe story a little bit, but they all kind of feel the same. And then finally, here on Blu-ray, I got a DVD digital copy, a DVD plus Blu-ray plus digital copy of Dawn of the Dragon Slayer. To become a hero, you must battle a legend. It's a combo pack, in other words, guys. PG-13, 101 minutes. Let's see. After Will's father is killed by a dragon, he embarks on an epic journey to seek vengeance against the vicious monster. While undergoing intense training on how to slay the beast, he uncovers a mysterious family connection and prepares to avenge his father's death before his secret is discovered. And this is from Phase 4 Films. And it even has the Phase 4 Films. If you're interested in their titles, it's phase4films.com. Right there. I like these dragon movies, even if they're really bad. And I got a really cool lenticular coming up, guys. It's called Tekken 2. Oh, this was a Blu... Okay, it was a Blu-ray. I didn't know. I thought at first it was a DVD. Tekken 2... Kazuyas Revenge. Survival is no game. Sorry I butchered the name. That's a really weird name for me to say. And there's the... See how it kicks the emblem apart there with his left leg there? They breaks it apart. But like I said, that's Tekken 2. Survival is no game. 89 minutes on this one. It says it's an SP releasing from Good Times Productions as well. A young man, Kazuya Mishima, wakes up alone in an unfamiliar hotel room without any recollection of who he is or how he got there. He is tormented by flashes of his past and by the face of an ominous stranger. The next thing he knows, Kazuya is ambushed and kidnapped by an underground crime organization, and soon after turned into a ruthless assassin. So I don't know if it's just kind of like a John Wick. That's what I get from it. Maybe a little bit more, straight up old school kickboxing here, whereas John Wick uses karate, the karate technique, but it's more of an updated, technique. Whereas this is, maybe like back with like Van Damme kind of stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't even, seen the trailer of this or anything. But looks pretty promising. And comes with a lenticular cover. At least this one does. And that's the Kazuya's Revenge. Tekken 2. And then two more here. Reese Witherspoon, Academy Award winner. The Good Lie. Miracles are made by people who refuse to stop believing. Reese Witherspoon is funny and touching. And this is just a plain up Blu-ray. There's no code or anything like that. 110 minutes on this one. PG-13. Warner Brothers. This is from 2014. Let's see. This takes place in 1983. Orphans of the Civil War in Sudan, known as the Lost Boys, travel nearly 1,000 miles on foot, enduring unspeakable circumstances in search of refuge. Over a decade later, a humanitarian effort would bring thousands of survivors to America. The Good Lie is the uplifting, true-to-life story of four friends' journey from their devastated homeland to the foreign world that is modern America, and the people who help empower them to begin again. So, it sounds really touching. I don't know if it is, but it's The Good Lie with Reese Witherspoon here. I like it when she does stuff like this. It's the stuff that other stuff she plays in sometimes gets kind of annoying. Like I didn't really like the Illegal Blonde movies. It wasn't really my kind of comedy. I don't really like. I don't know. I didn't really like that one where she played a cop, and Gloria from the Modern Family. I didn't really like that one either. I just thought it was really. I don't know. The comedy was like really amateurish, you know. Uh, Next up, I got a slipcover here of bold new reimagining of the George A. Romero classic Day of the Dead. Every day has its end. It's called Day of the Dead Bloodline here. It's a Walmart Select too, so can't go wrong with that. Like I said, it's a slipcover. There's the back. I think I've seen this. Yeah, I think I've seen this. I can't remember. I want to say that guy. I'm not sure what he did. Who that? I know I've seen him and stuff. It's a VVS Films in Lionsgate. Basically, it's in a post-apocalyptic zombie society. A former med school student is tormented by a dark figure from her past. The only thing is, he's a half human, half zombie, hell bent on destroying the world. Yeah, I want to say he played in a movie. It was about a bunch of rock, like a rock band that was up and coming, and I want to say Tom Hanks was the manager of the band. I can't remember the name of the movie. I might write it down in the comments below when I finally finalize the video. Yeah, this wasn't anywhere near like Day of the Dead in my eyes, but it did have some pretty alright zombie effects and stuff. But I think that's a French Canadian release as well. And then finally, combo Blu-ray DVD here stars Cam Gingadat, Jonathan Rice Myers, and it's called The Shadow Effect. The Truth Lies Between. Yeah. Obsessed with gene regeneration and fascinated by the phenomena of the waking dream, Dr. Reese explores the psyche of Gabriel Hallworth, a young man whose life is turned upside down when his violent dreams begin to blend with reality. So, this is a Momentum Pictures here as well. 94 minutes on this one, and it's from 2016. Has a really cool sci-fi cover there. And there's the back. And that wraps up what I got in this video. The 17 that I normally show, just to keep the video down, so it doesn't go into the hour time frame or whatever. Try to clock in at around a half hour. Kind of mixing with the formula a little bit. I don't want to take too long, but I don't want to not give the movie, movies a little bit of a showcase, because it's about them. It's not about me. It's what you can get out there at the Dollar Tree. What's out there, not every store is going to be the same. That's what I find out. I mean, I could go to 100 stores and maybe never come away with a lot of the stuff that you guys get, and I'm sure there's stuff I get that you don't get. So, I've been able to get steel books, and I've been able to go in the back too, but I think it kind of speaks volumes about if workers are actually dipping into them before we get to look at them, because I found 2 or 3 steel books the last couple of times, and I haven't been able to find those in the past, and I've gotten to go out in the back. So it tells me that either there's not steel books in that shipment, or the more likely scenario, somebody's in the stores taking them before anybody else. And I think that was the case with my over there where the Wild Eye sticker is, right over there. There's a Alfred Hitchcock steelbook. It has 3 movies in it. I tried so hard to get that at so many stores, and one store told me a guy had bought it, which I don't believe, because she knew instantly what it was, and she said some guy bought it, and I'm like, more like you got it. It's more like, because if she had that in her mind, we all know she would have had first dibs. She was a manager, and and I know she goes through them because one time when she was stocking them on the shelf, she setting the box up as she's putting them on the shelf. She was setting them aside of the ones that she wanted, and I'm like, right in front of a customer. I'm like, unreal. That's why these movies get picked over so fast. It's not fair to you guys that trek. Maybe you trek 20 miles to get to these stores, or you might even go up as much as 100 miles for all I know. And you might do an all day thing, and you might not come away with a lot of the stuff because it's already been picked over. They have them in the back. You can see through the swinging doors, but they don't put them out on the floor. And you know, you basically have to go into the community to find out about these waves as it is, and you know, you shouldn't be get strung around when you know things. I mean, I'm not going to come out and say when I hear things, oh, well, I heard this on so and so. He has pictures. I'm not going to, because they'll probably start cutting that down, like they won't allow anybody. So I don't say it. We don't say nothing, and it's good to not say anything about the community in that regard, because if you do, I think it could hurt future chances of getting in the back in some stores, and they might outright no looking at anything. But that wraps up my video, and I'm just telling a little story, on kind of the status of the Dollar Tree. It's a great place, but sometimes you get one of the managers, and like I've heard complaints on Instagram with a number of people complaining about, the managers being really abrupt and rude and lazy, and I get that. I totally see it every time. Like we were told one time they didn't even have any in the back, and they did. So that kind of indicates to me like there's dipping going in from the employees, which I mean, I guess it's kind of their right. They do stock it to a point, but if you get customers that are solely coming in just for movies, your store isn't really worth much to those people. You know what I mean? Because you might get a soda or a candy bar or something on the way out, but it's not like I frequent Dollar Trees for all that other stuff. My wife buys stuff for my daughter there, but that's all I pretty much go there for. But this is the movies, and that wraps up my haul for today. And I'd like to thank you for getting me over 150 subscribers. I'm up at like 153. And hopefully, I was going to do a contest of 150, but I think I'm going to push it back to like, what did I do? I did 80. I don't know. It's kind of, I'm going a little different with it. Once I reach 180, I think I'm going to officially give away 2 prizes for that one. And I'm just going to randomly pick a couple DVDs or Blu-rays. And if you win, you get to pick the one that you want of the extras or whatever, and I'll send it to your door. I think I'll do 180 because that would mark 100 more subscribers I got since my last contest. That would be exactly 100 more subscribers. I think once I get to 180, I'm gonna give away a couple either Blu-rays or DVDs depending on what I got. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. See you later. Bye.